Have you received texts claiming your package is delayed, your bank account is compromised, or your account will be suspended? It may be a smishing attempt.
Smishing is a word that many people might not be familiar with. It actually stands for SMS, or short message service phishing. It's a type of phishing that you get on your mobile device. It can often impersonate a brand or a government entity or something with some sort of authority, or maybe even a potential job. But they'll text you something and say, hey, you have an unpaid bill or you have an outstanding invoice, and it'll usually have something like a URL that you will click on that will lead you to a malicious website. When it comes to target selection, they tend to really just send it out to everyone. But the way that they tailor their lures, and a lure is something that is the theme or the actual content of the message itself, that will be different.
If you do receive a questionable text, here are clues to look for to spot a scam.
One thing that you can look at is the phone number from which it's sent. Oftentimes you can go and click on that, either it's a short code or it's a phone number, and if you Google that, oftentimes it will have been reported as malicious. You can also look for other red flags. Oftentimes they are misspelling something, so there might be some sort of typos. Sometimes they will use a URL shortener or a URL that doesn't match the brand or the government agency that's being impersonated. Oftentimes they'll use words like invoice or paid or hurry or call now. These words that invoke a sense of urgency. A lot of times these scammers are actually working off of a framework or a template. So they're using a lot of similar language. And if you receive a text message that makes you go, this doesn't make sense, always follow your gut, because you're probably right. Most importantly, if you are worried or you do think something might potentially be legitimate, you can go to the website directly of whatever government entity or business is being impersonated, and you can check and say, what will the phone number be that they would send something from? Is there a contact that I can reach out to either via the phone or email myself and say, hey, I got this. Is it legitimate? There are a number of open source or openly available, essentially portals where people can report, oh, hey, I've been scammed. Another way for someone to report is actually in their phone itself. So oftentimes if you swipe and it says delete or delete and report as spam, it's so important to delete and report as spam, because essentially that tells telco providers, it tells the people that are sort of managing a lot of these things, like, hey, this is potentially malicious, like this is suspicious, this was a phish, and that can actually help prevent other people from receiving it.